Hello, my friends. This is going to be your day 3 homework of the Kettlebell Foundations Challenge. Why don't we start down on the ground? I'm going to hit the timer so I can keep us on track for another, 15-minute session. We're going to warm up. We're going to do some drills and we're going to practice our kettlebell swing. This time, the focus is going to be the top of the swing. So let's get a couple rounds of cat and cow, stacking our shoulders over our hands, hips over our knees. Take an exhale breath and round up through your back, chin to your chest, belly button to your spine. Inhale, breath. Drop your stomach, lift your gaze. Exhale, back up. Inhale, down. And one more time. Let's rotate, reaching your right arm up, 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 up for the ceiling. And then exhale as you thread the needle. Really work towards putting your shoulder, the back of your hand, the back of your arm into the ground. Hold it there. And then we'll switch sides. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, reach through. And that's good. Okay, we're going to get into a tension plank. Our arms are going to be straight. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Grip the floor with those fingertips. And let's step back into our plank. Let's go feet about hip distance apart. I had you guys start with your feet together. Now I want you to have your feet about hip distance apart. And if you can, maybe bring your hands a little bit closer together. The reason why I want you to do this is I want you to start thinking about the top of the kettlebell swing and how we're in a standing plank. So we're in a horizontal plank right now, squeezing our quads, squeezing our glutes, bracing our abs, little sips of air. Let's hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, rest. Let's come onto our back. Let's do a set of bridges and bend your knees. Rest your hands, rest your head, rest your shoulders on the floor. Exhale, drive up. Squeeze here. Let's hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Feel them engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale your hips back down. Exhale, up and squeeze. Hold. Inhale, back down. Exhale, up. Let's go 3 and 2 and last 1. Hold it here at the top and relax back down. All right, hug your knees up to your chest. All right, roll yourself up. Boop. Let's do that split squat ISO hold. I'm hoping that over time, this is gonna feel a little bit more achievable. Right leg forward. Tuck those left toes under and begin. So we're gonna hold it for about 30 seconds and I'm gonna explain why I like to include this exercise in our warm-up. It's because when I started doing it, I realized how not strong my hip flexors really are or weren't. And squeeze your left butt cheek and tuck that hip under. Stretch through your hip flexor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take 30 seconds to shake it out. When I started including these in the warm-up, I felt like I was really able to hold that high cast position of a kettlebell swing and not get so fatigued in the hip flexors. So over the last couple of years, been doing a lot more split squat, isometric holds, and I feel like I can hold that high cast position of a swing for a really long time. And I also feel like I've developed more power in my kettlebell swing because of those stronger hip flexors. All right, let's do the other side. So right knee down, left leg forward. Scoop that right hip under, squeeze your right butt cheek. Let's hover and hold for 30 seconds. Just breathing, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Focus on your breath. Focus on this right glute squeeze. If your legs are shaking, that's okay. Mine are too. Don't worry about it. We got 10 more seconds here. Focus on your breath. 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Woo! Okay, let's get some deadlifts with your kettlebell that you're going to use for your swings. Standing right over the top of your kettlebell, making that letter H as you push your hips back. Little bend in your knees so you can reach that kettlebell. Remember, from the side, we're looking for shoulders higher than hips, hips higher than knees. So we don't want straight legs. We don't want your shoulders down below those hips. Adjust, break that handle, pack your shoulders, stand up with your kettlebell. Nice and tight at the top. Squeeze your butt cheeks, squeeze your quads. Feel your feet gripping the floor. Inhale, back down. Tap, exhale, stand. Inhale, back down. Exhale, stand. Let's get 5 more. Last one. And let's park it with control. Okay, so we're going to do the hike and the park. So far, we've really dialed in our setup position, our hike position, which we're going to hike, strength, backswing, all the same thing, which we're going to practice in this hike and park. So kettlebell is now out in front of you. You're going to step back away from it, making that triangle position. Push those hips back, grab the handle, tip it back. Break the handle, packing those shoulders, packing your lats, getting comfortable here in this setup position. Let's go ahead and engage the core. Inhale breath as you hike, exhale as you park. Go. We're going to do 5. And let's shake it out. So now we're going to do the dead stop swing. We hike, we swing, we catch at our hips, and then we park it. So this is the individual swing. Let's do an air dead stop kettlebell swing. So hips back, hands out in front of you, packing your shoulders, sip of air as you hike in. Exhale, stand tall. This is our stand. This is the top of the swing position. We should have our shoulders over our hips, hips over our heels. Legs are nice and tight, they're straight. Neck is neutral. Arms are out in front of you. Mine are straight right now, but honestly, when you have the kettlebell, your arms are relaxed. So it's more like here. Now we're going to catch at our hips and place it down. Emphasizing the stand today. Nice and tall at the top, neutral neck position. A lot of people project their hips forward too far, and that places a lot of pressure on your back. Other people stay soft in their knees. And I'm like, you're not on a horse. Straighten your legs, flex your quads, flex your glutes, okay? Stay tight with your core. If you have your quads, glutes, and abs engaged, you won't be able to get into hyperextension, or you won't be able to be riding a horse. Let's get 5 dead stop swings, focusing on that stand position. So hips back, tip that kettlebell back. Inhale, breath. Exhale as you stand. Wait for gravity to bring the kettlebell back to you. Now we're going to do 10 continuous swings every minute on the minute for 5 minutes. I'm going to give us a little bit more rest time just because I'm a little bit tired, and I figure if I'm tired, we could all, not be tired going into our first set of 10. So 50 swings. Again, like yesterday's homework, if you feel like you're not quite there with your physical fitness, your weight's too heavy, whatever it is, feel free to scale back on the reps. Do five, seven, eight, whatever you want, not 10. And if you just want to do 2 or 3 sets, that's totally fine. You're going to record this and you're going to send it to me in our WhatsApp chat. Okay. You can also send it to me directly. I'll do the same so I can show you guys what I'm looking for in your video. I want to see from your feet to your head. And I want to see a profile view. If I'm only getting part of the picture, I'm not really able to give you all of the good feedback that you are looking for and that you deserve in your kettlebell swing. Okay, I'm going to let this time keep going. We're going to start in 25 seconds with our first set of 10 swings. So don't skip any steps. We got our good triangle, hips back. I don't want to put my hips back that soon. All right, now we can think about hips back, tipping that kettlebell back, packing your shoulders and your lats. Here we go. And then we get to rest for the rest of the time. Yay. I'm gonna move my recording over here. Take it off, fast and loose. Just be chill. We want to call upon our body to create tension, and then we want to be able to be loose. Shake it out. Turn those muscles into fat. Shake them out. All right, here we go. Second set of 10. Tip that kettlebell back. Made it to the 10th rep until the AirPod got ripped out of my ear. Progress. All right, 2 down, 3 to go. Shake it out, rest and breathe. That top position, that stand, top of the swing, that's what we're looking for. That's the position we're trying to dial in today. Top of the swing, standing tall. That's where a lot of people run into trouble. Here we go, third set. Get your good setup position. When you get tired, I want to emphasize even more, your lower body powers the kettlebell swing, not your arms. 2 more sets. If you guys are tired, feel free to take a little bit more rest. Pause the video if you need to. I'm tired. I'm tired. Shake it out fast and loose. Round 4 coming up here. Set it up. Here we go. Stand. Your eyes should be kind of gazing past the kettlebell. When you're in your strength position, don't watch your kettlebell because that means you're going to be tucking your chin, but do watch your kettlebell at the top. Look past it. I'm not holding the kettlebell with a death grip, I kind of just have hooks. My fingers are kind of hooks, including my thumbs. Boom. Where are my thumbs? I'm gonna double check on that. No, my thumbs are around it. My thumbs are around it. All right, last set. Okay, I'm gonna clarify because now I know why my thumbs were inconsequential. Because as I'm gripping the kettlebell, my thumbs aren't even really doing anything because I'm holding on here instead of like this, kind of holding on here. And my thumbs are there, but they're not doing much. Anyways, cool down stretch. Week 3 homework complete. As long as you send me a video that I can review and give you feedback on. All right, little lower body massage, hugging those knees up towards your chest, rocking side to side. This is the first time I've ever broken down the kettlebell swing in 5 days. I mean, you learn the kettlebell swing day 1, but then breaking it down to really dial in one position and then another and then another. And so you can see why, even at the end of 5 days, it takes more time, more practice, more conscious practice to really continue dialing it in more and more and more and more. If you haven't seen, sometimes I post on social media, what my swing looked like when I first started using kettlebells and then what it looks like now. And it's tremendously, tremendously different. And that just came after a lot more coaching, a lot more certifications, learning, and just practicing years and years and years and years. So don't be discouraged. Whatever you're doing today is probably light years ahead of what I was doing in 2016. All right, I did not explain this cool down stretch, but it's the same one we did the last couple days. Twisting, getting a little hamstring stretch, getting a little glute stretch by crossing our ankle over our opposite leg, and then breathing, taking a few cool down breaths here. Inhale those arms up, exhale them back down. Great job with your homework assignment. I will see you very soon for our live training, day 4, Tuesday, 4 p.m. Pacific. See you there.